Now, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, let's finally check out DCS World. Yeah, DCS stands for Digital Combat Simulator, which kind of summarizes the whole thing very well, I guess. Yeah, this is a combat flight simulator, actually a pretty popular one. There's a lot of people saying that this one is the best one. Let's today check if that is true. Now, what can I say? There's one special thing about DCS World that we're gonna have to begin with, and it's the price, because it's very low. Yeah, you don't have to pay much for this flight simulator. In fact, you don't have to pay anything for this flight simulator. This is actually free to play. You can just download it right now from Steam or the website. And yeah, today let's actually check out what you get for that price of $0. Now actually, let's talk a little bit about aircraft. You get the P-51 Mustang that we have right in front of us. This is actually a special version of the Mustang. This is actually an unarmed training variant of the P-51, which is perfect for checking out the sim a little bit, you know, especially the graphics, which look amazing. And also, when you download this sim for free, you get a Sukhoi Su-25T included that we're gonna check out later. That one is armed, and we're even gonna do a little dogfighting later on. Now let's talk a little bit about regions that you get here. If you just go ahead and download the simulator, it comes with the Caucasus region, which is in Georgia and a little bit of Russia, so that's great. But you can buy a lot of extra regions online. You have Nevada, even the Persian Gulf as well. There's a lot to buy for this simulator. There's a lot of ways you can expand it, and besides regions, there's obviously a lot of planes. You know, the planes, they do tend to be a little pricey, but that's another story. Again, we're just having some fun with the free version today. Now, the graphics are very much, what can I say, I'm actually like a little blown away. We have a very beautiful ensemble, right? We have very nice bokeh here, you know, a depth of field which makes the background out of focus, which is extremely amazing. You don't actually get that in any other flight sim so far, besides the new Microsoft Flight Simulator that's coming out this year or next year. And yeah, other than that, you have very beautiful reflection of the sun here on the plane. Very, very nice graphics. Let's take a look at the cockpits as well. Obviously, we're a little backlit here, but yeah, what can I say? This is extremely amazing. The cockpit is very detailed. You can use every knob in here. You can do anything. You can even spawn into the aircraft in its cold state, so you actually have to start it up before you do a flight. And in general, this plane is nicely detailed with its panel wobbling a bit while taxiing. All this attention to detail, it's very, very important. You have things in this flight simulator which you don't get in any other flight simulator, like this grass. You don't really get grass in other flight simulators out of the box. It even moves with the wind and stuff. That's like some of those things that you don't really get in other flight simulators. Also the 3D trees. That is absolutely amazing. Let me just mention, we're doing all this for free. We don't really have to pay anything. I mean, honestly, I'm happy with the P-51 Mustang so far. So that is that. But you know what? Let's actually go ahead and take off now. Let's actually go ahead and take off on the taxiway, just like Harrison Ford would. There we go. Pretty nice. Back into the cockpit. Yeah, it's gotten a little noisy. The engine, it does produce quite a lot of noise. And there we go. That was a takeoff. Doesn't this look nice? Now, something else graphics-wise, which is amazing, is the water. It's actually like 3D water, so there's actual waves, and the reflection of the sun looks amazing here as well. You know, in this flight simulator, you don't have to buy any add-ons to make the flight simulator actually look good. What you have to do in simulators like, especially P3D, and X-Plane 2, actually. Now, you know what? Let's actually land the plane, or at least try to do so. I'm not very good with the tail draggers overall. The runway is ahead. Physics-wise, I mean, I cannot complain. I have never flown the P-51 Mustang in real life, obviously. I'm only a very dumb, serious student pilot so far, but you know, it seems very realistic, honestly. Nice physics. Just noticed that this video kind of seems like a paid ad or something. Alright, let's land this plane now. The runway looks pretty good too. Ooh, yeah. There we go. No crash. That's pretty good. Now, I do want to try out one thing though. Oh no. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to try out exactly that, and it's the crash animations, because they are very exceptional. As you can see, the crash animations are pretty good. You know, we lost our wing, and we actually have animation for that, which is extremely amazing. You don't get that in other flight simulators. And that was just a very, very simple flight here in somewhere in Georgia, probably. Yeah, let me just mention, this review, it kind of only scratches the surface of this flight simulator. There's a lot of more things that you can do. I think there's even like ground stuff that you can do, right? Yeah, there's tanks for it too. I don't know. Now, aside from the simple free play, you get some interesting features here as well. Instant action, where you can just spawn into something instantly, like a dogfight or some kind of air support. You also have missions and campaigns, and even multiplayer, which I do not want to get into actually. Let's actually check out the other plane that we have. That is the Sukhoi jet. Let's check that one out. Alright, welcome aboard the Sukhoi Su-25T. We actually have a little formation flight going on. Time for the gun. Oh yeah, so I cannot shoot the plane because it's, you know, a friend, right? That didn't work out. Let's actually check out the plane from the outside. Yeah, this is what the 25T looks like. Let's do something like a dogfight now. Let's actually fight some other aircraft, which is basically the main point of this sim. This is a combat flight simulator after all. Let's just go for an instant action again, because it's the easiest way. You know, just go ahead and spawn into a dogfight. Now, by the way, the loading times here are actually not bad. Let's actually load up the gun now and shoot against some A-10s that are flying against us. Let's just go ahead. I got him. I got him. I got him very badly. Jesus Christ. Here, got the damage counter. I damaged him 6 times, right? You know, I'm just a pro pilot. Yeah, he's probably down now. There's another A-10 left that we are going to have to shoot down, I guess. Now, we're actually supposed to use missiles here in the dogfight, but we don't care. By the way, for YouTube monetization, no pilots are actually harmed in this test. The pilots of the already crashing A-10 are going to eject, obviously, so no one is getting hurt other than metal objects. What I don't like about this sim necessarily is the clouds. Ooh, that was almost a collision there. Okay, you know what? Let's actually use a proper missile this time around, like we're supposed to use. Hopefully that'll do the job on the other A-10. Well, let's actually just start shooting out of nowhere. I have no idea how to do this, actually. I hope it's armed at the plane. Oh, that was nice. Alright, you know what? This was actually fairly successful, wasn't it? Now that's it for the dogfighting. Alright, now back in the P-51. Now what can we say about this flight simulator? It's obviously amazing. Just checking out the free package that you get with it. It is very exceptional, definitely. And yeah, let me just tell you, I only scratched the surface of this flight simulator. There's so much more that you can do. You can actually fly planes on an aircraft carrier as well, for example. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, let me just say that. And honestly, this flight simulator, it gets at least a 9 out of 10 for me. There are a little bit of features missing, like global flying, obviously. Now, let's get this P-51 Mustang landed without landing gear again. You know what, that landing was actually not bad. Could have gone worse, right? But yeah guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.